Does this count as an overcrowding problem? All I can see is fields of delicious, steak and leather. And man, when you attack these, and all of the animals start to go running, the game starts to lag a little bit, and this becomes a little bit of a different story here. I think the little animals are capable of keeping ahead of everything, but oh god, I'm dying. Sorry, swinging your axe, it takes up a lot of hunger. At some point, I wasn't doing any damage, I guess. Let's see. Let's keep killing these guys. Let's get this into a manageable number. This has all been manual feeding. It's not like I got an automated breeder here or anything. I just run into here and I will start throwing wheat around. I really like the part of Better Than Wolves where animals will eat the food if you drop it in front of them, sort of. So you can just like put a dispenser next to these guys if I wanted to, and then dispense wheat and automate everything that way. I think I may have killed some of the babies. It doesn't seem like there's enough in there. Come on, get out of here. Let's eat food. All the babies. And we're out of there. Alright. Good morning, geeks, and welcome back to the same episode that I have recorded 3 times in a row and failed. It has been a giant chunk of time since the last time I had recorded. I think it's been 2 weeks so far. And the reason that is because I've been in the process of moving. So I got lots of things to talk about, and it's going to be kind of talky episode. And I'm just going to do some things that I need to do around the base while I talk to you guys about what's been going on. So, yeah, let's start off with where I've been. The last 2 weeks has been me moving from my apartment that I was living in with my roommate before to a house back in Regina. And during that process, I kind of didn't know what I was going to be doing for a long time, so in order to be ready to move as quickly as possible, I had to pack up a lot of my my computer stuff as much as I possibly could, and just have that all ready to go. So my microphone was put away, and during that time I couldn't really record because of that, unless I just wanted to do something silent movie style. However, during that time I did do some things in random worlds. In this world I kind of managed my fields, and I did a lot of mining, mostly. So we're a little bit set in terms of that for a while. We are going to mine a little bit more today while I talk, just so we're doing things. And yeah, I've been here for a few days, nearing a week at this point. And during that time, I've been just getting the house ready. The house, when I got here, was in a very horrible state. When moving out, like, nothing was really considered in terms of making it like nice, cleaning up the place or anything like that, because the house wasn't going to go for sale or anything like that. what was going to happen apparently was the house was going to be claimed by the government for to cover taxes, or unpaid taxes. So to some degree, when that's going to be the scenario, you kind of say, screw the government, let them clean it up or do whatever. Or make it so that they can get as little money as possible out of it. Because who cares? It's the government. It's not like you're trying to sell it, and the cleaner it is, the more money you're going to get for it, and things like that. So, the floors were a mess, and the place was not maintained for 6 months or so. And as a result of that, everything was covered in a layer of dust, and every single doorway was the home of some spider. So, like, when I came back, my worry was, like, I'm gonna have to take a piece of plywood in case, like, there's some crackheads or something living in the house. I'm gonna have to beat them up. Yes, awkward. Beat them up, and, yeah, instead of beating up, hobos, I ended up, using the stick to just get rid of all of the, spider webs and spiders and everything. And I continue to find more spiders, sort of just living around. There's a funnel spider that, like, burrowed its way into a crevice near the window, and he just keeps popping up, and I keep trying to poke at him with sticks and get him, like, out of there, but it's not really working out too well. Still claims the window. And yeah, other than that, there is no appliances, no large appliances, in the house at the moment. Like, there's no fridge, there's no stove, there's nothing like that. So, first thing that I had to do when I came into town was go through, or, like, walk everywhere, because I don't drive, I don't have a car, and I don't have any money for, like, a bus or anything like that. So I've been walking blocks, up, like, miles, kilometers, however you want to look at it, back and forth between the Sears, the Giant Tiger, the Walmart, some Whole Foods sales store, and just looking for very cheap appliances so that I can cook some food and eat. And currently what I have is a skillet, just plug it into the wall, sort of skillet. I've got a rice cooker, a rice cooker that can also do some other things. So I've been using it for soup as well, and kind of will do some of the things that a slow cooker can. So that's kind of been my main thing. And I also got a kettle for boiling water, so that I can make like cup of noodles and that sort of stuff. So real cheap food. I've been going to the dollar store to do most of my shopping for, like, oven mitts and that sort of thing. So trying to live as cheaply as possible. Like, in terms of money, the situation is not very good at all. In order to getting out of the old apartment was just a horrible experience all around. Alright, before we go into that, I recorded an episode where I built this, and my microphone was not set up for recording, apparently. So that whole episode was lost, and now we're re-recording it, and I'm saying a whole bunch of things that I've already said before in that previous episode, but yeah. You just missed some interesting stuff with creepers attacking me and blowing up this whole area. So yeah. The process of moving out of the old apartment was the worst process in terms of moving that I've ever been a part of. If you've been watching my Twitter, that coincides with around this time, but doesn't really coincide with the when this is going to be uploaded. My roommate was kind of a dick about the whole process. Originally, okay, if you don't know the story, or you've forgotten the story or something like that, my roommate got charged with drunk driving. By the looks of the papers that he left out on the counter, like, it's not the first time that he's got a drunk driving charge, and when he got charged with drunk driving this time, it was way over the legal limit. Second offense, and his driver's license was taken away, and yeah, his parents, or he had to call his parents in order to get bailed out, and they were not happy to hear about that, or pay for it, or anything like that. So, seeing as they were partial owners of the apartment, or co-signers, or however that works, I don't actually know. I should have maybe asked about that before I moved in. But yeah, as part of that, they've told him that he had to move out and go back and live with them in BC. But he's not going to move back to BC. Instead, he's just kicked out of the apartment and he's going to go live with some friends or whatever. And yeah, so that's kind of how things turned out. But he knew about the fact that he had to leave the apartment for quite a few days before he told me. So I had very little advance notification that I had to find a place. Originally, when he told me about the 3rd or 4th that I had to be out by the end of the month. Like a few days after that, while I was still trying to figure out where to go and what to do, he told me that plans changed and I had to be out by the 15th. Then about the 7th came around and he told me, no, you know what, plans changed again and I have to be out by the 10th. So this whole process, this whole like expedient process of being forced to move out just resulted in me not having very many options. The only option that I was actually given was I could his friends was willing to drive me back for some undisclosed amount of money at the time, and that seemed fine to me until it kind of became like an extortion sort of scenario where he's like, where I had no options in terms of like getting money. I've talked about my ID situation and my bank situation before, but I wasn't able to actually transfer any money. So my my first option was sending money to him and then getting cash in return. So I sent him $1,000, and after I sent him that $1,000, he said, well, he's going to be charged income tax on it, so he's going to take 18%. So when I learned that, I said, no, you know what? I will take the money back and I will do it through someone else. And he refused to send the money back to me. so that I could actually, like, do it through Western Union, where I would only lose $50 instead of $200. But he refused to do that. And then when the 10th came around, he told me that his friend wanted more money more money for moving than he had originally said. It was originally going to be about $600, which was what it took for me to get there in the first place, and then it ended up being $1,000. So I had to send him $200 more, which was stupid, but I had no other options, or else I was just going to be out on the street. And yeah, the whole thing was even more stupid because I had sent him I had sent him rent money for August, for the month that I already had sent him money for that month. Not the full amount, but enough. And he refused to refund that as well. So, as a result, I kind of was here with here in Regina with only $100 to my name. And yeah, with that, I'd just been buying small amounts of food. Very thankfully, Twitch community has been very awesome. A lot of you guys have donated and sort of helped me out through this time. So I do have a little bit more money. I'm looking into getting like a cheap fridge and stove so that I can store food, like buy food in bulk, store it, and like save money. But that's gonna take a little bit of time. I'm trying to transfer money through my sister, who's not gonna actually take any amount of money out of it, so I'll get the full amount and be able to do more with my dollars. So yeah, another reason that I haven't been able to, I think I've already gone over that. I don't know, it's been an interesting experience. Luckily I was able to bring my cat along with me, so Minu's here, and I was afraid for a little bit that I wasn't going to be able to actually do that. Nearby where I live now is a very small library, with very short hours, so every now and then I've been trying to head over to the library and touch base with you guys, check and see if there's been any donations and whatnot. So hopefully soon I will be able to get internet. Very close in terms of monies to being able to do that. So I really want to be working again. I'm the kind of person who likes to do things with my time. I don't like just sitting around and doing nothing. It feels very unproductive to me. So, like, being forced to do that to some degree, I've been going crazy, and I don't know what to do with my time, and I find myself just eating a lot of food instead of doing, because that's the only thing I can find to do, just make food and then eat it. So, I don't know. I can't wait to get internet back and start uploading and recording and getting feedback and like knowing that stuff's going somewhere. This whole recording everything so long in advance, just at least I'm doing something, but it doesn't feel like I am to some degree, because I'm not getting any sort of feedback about, like, is this episode any good? Should I continue down this path? Do people like the new series? And stuff that kind of helps me know what direction to go in. So, I don't know. It's a little bit weird. But it's better than doing nothing. Like I said, just can't wait to have internet back. For a large part of it is as well as just missing Bunny. But yeah. But yeah, I think I'm going to continue to mine a little bit here, and I'm going to check the episode length. I can do that. Or no, I can't. So yeah, I'm going to check the episode length, make sure that everything's recording well, and we'll see what we can do next. Alright, looks like we still have some more time, so I'm going to continue to talk a little bit more. I'm currently with the extra time that I've had. Like I said, there was some time where I had my computer hooked up, but I didn't have a microphone. And during that time, I started working more in the world again. The world originally was a world that I didn't want to touch while I didn't have internet, because that has always been a world that I play while I'm doing streams. So it's kind of my stream world. But I really wanted to do some things with computer craft and that whole tech side, because I missed it. I enjoy doing that stuff, and yeah, so I'm currently working on computer programs that are for managing the Beehive, and I'm thinking that soon I'm going to start the series, or the World Tour series, or the World Tour series. World Tour series are not unique. Quite a few people have them. Mine's not going to be sort of a... oh, hello, Diamonds. My World Tour series is not going to be a consistent series that I upload like once a week or anything like that. The way that my World Tour is going to work is I'm only going to upload episodes to it after projects are completed, or maybe during the project's build. We'll see exactly how it's going to work, and that'll kind of just serve the purpose of when people join streams or whatever, and they ask to see the world, rather than showing consistent viewers, the regular viewers, the same world multiple times in a row, or anything like that. We can just direct people towards the YouTube playlist that has the World Tour. So I'm probably going to try to record the intro today, and then start figuring out which projects I want to do tours on. The only problem is, as many of you guys know, like, a lot of the projects in the world are not yet completed. So I'm thinking that maybe I'll do like multiple episodes for each project as they get more and more completed. And like, now that I'm doing recordings and kind of getting the beats down, going forward, I want to start recording episodes for YouTube at the same time as I'm doing the live streams. So I don't know, when I get back, we'll see how well that goes. One of my worries also as well is potentially I might not be able to stream at the same high rates that I was streaming at before, depending on if the information on the my future ISP's website is up to date. They offer a service that I imagine is, what do they call it? They call it like Wi-Finity or something like that. That has options to like pay $10 for double upload speeds, up to like 50 megabits per second upload, which I'm not too sure if it is actually available or like available in the or in my area. I'm really hoping it is, and then we're just gonna have insane upload speeds. Where can we go from here? This is just a giant cavern. I don't know why, but for the past like 2 weeks, my throat has just been kind of sore. It's not like I've been doing a lot of talking either. I had to drink some tea or something. And I'm not a fan of tea. But yeah. I think I'm going to call it an end to the episode, though. I've pretty much talked about most of the things that I can think of right off the top of my head. And hopefully we can we can get back online soon. And yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Awesome having you guys around as always. Big thanks to all of the donators that have been helping to get me back on my feet during this kind of weird transition. Means a lot to me. Helps out a lot. And I can't wait to get back to streaming for you guys and uploading videos. And just doing my normal routine that I miss so much. So, I will see you guys next time. Have a nice night, day, or whatever.